Hey, this is John Garrett with DramaDomain.com, and this is the second part of my Vampire Diaries review for Season 2, Episode 5. So if you haven't watched that first part, go back and check that out. Anyway, where we were at was the sheriff had captured the Salvatore brothers, and she tried to kill them. They were rescued by Caroline. Badass Caroline, who, as I mentioned, is now officially my girl. But now Caroline obviously is the sheriff's daughter here, and she's horrified that her daughter is a vampire. And now what are they going to do? Because she knows that they're vampires, and they can't be having that. So how are they going to clean this mess up? Anyway, back over here at the Lockwoods, the girls have caught up with the guys because Tyler now knows that Jeremy knows that his uncle is a werewolf and that Tyler could possibly become a werewolf. So they're dealing with that, and here come these chicks interfering with important business here. And so then this girl is deciding to act up and be crazy and steal a moon rock. Now, this isn't the time to play around, but she doesn't know that. But this really ain't the time, chick. So she starts running around acting crazy, and she goes up the stairs, and she's like, hey, Jeremy, why don't you come up here and get this rock? Because she's trying to get it on with Jeremy. Now look at the look on her face here. She's looking a little bit pissed. This is right after Jeremy said, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to mess with this. So she was pissed. I don't know if I mentioned, but the girls on this show don't like to be rebuffed when they're looking for some action, because bad things happen when they get rebuffed. So she's rebuffed here. She's pissed off. And Tyler is like not really having that shit. So he had to push that chick down the stairs, man. Sometimes when a chick takes your moon rock, there's no other option. There's no other recourse but to push her ass down the stairs. But unfortunately for him, you know, he has a curse to deal with. You know, you got to make sure you don't have a curse that is triggered when somebody dies at your hands, because, you know, that's what could happen here. But luckily, the chick was alive. He was lucky. You know, she was just faking and she was alive. But look at the look on his face. He was scared like a punk biatch that he was going to turn into a werewolf, which could have happened. Anyway, so Caroline shows up at the mansion, at the Salvatore mansion, and they have taken the sheriff here because they got to keep her under wraps. They got to keep her under wraps and make sure that she doesn't say anything. So here, right here is the funniest line where she says, hey, Stefan, are you feeling better? Did you get some bunny in you? Because he refused to drink the deputy blood, the human blood. So he had to go out and find a rabbit or a squirrel or something to drink the blood of. And he's like, yeah, I got some bunny and blah, blah, blah. So Caroline, she's really worth a lot more on this show now that she's a vampire. Anyway, so Damon is down here in the dungeon where everyone gets put. Eventually, everyone ends up in this dungeon at some point. So she's like, hey, I can't come in for the next couple days. And the reason for that is everyone on the council is full of vervain. They take vervain regularly to prevent vampire attacks and vampire compulsion. So she can't be compelled right now because she's full of vervain, which Damon knows. So he's like, you got to sit here and chill until the vervain gets out of your system. And at that point, they're planning to compel her and make her forget everything, especially the fact that her daughter is now a vampire. And she's saying here, hey, keep Caroline away from me. That thing is not my daughter. I don't want to see her. And Caroline's hearing this right around the corner. And the funny thing is, you know, Damon is showing a lot more compassion here. He's telling her, hey, that's your daughter. And she's like, no, that ain't my daughter. He's like, you have no idea how wrong you are. That's your daughter. And he sees Caroline out there. So this is an act of compassion from Damon, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, this is the time we don't need Damon to be compassionate. This dude needs to really be cruel and evil and cold right now. And this is not the time for compassion. You know, there's serious trouble here. And he's been getting his ass whooped, frankly, and getting punked out like a biatch. So this is not the time for all that. But he does it, and, you know, I guess for those looking for that, it's good for him. But Caroline hears this. She's very upset. She's like, oh, crap, my mom hates me, even though, you know, she has a contentious relationship with her mom, but I'm sure that is not easy to hear. Anyway, so Stefan over here is looking into the vault here of human blood, and he's like, man, I should be drinking the good shit. To hell with this rabbit blood, because he got taken down real easy and punked out like a biatch as usual, I might add. So when Damon was still awake to talk, he wasn't even awake because he was so weak that he got, you know, punked out. So he's like, I'm tired of getting beat down by everybody. So, you know, then Elena shows up like, hey, you're not going to drink that blood, are you? You know, hell yeah, I'm going to drink this blood. Are you crazy? Everybody's kicking my ass up and down the damn town, Mystic Falls or whatever the hell, you know, ever since I got here. So she's like, hey, don't drink that shit, man. And he's like, chick, are you nuts? Did you not just see what happened to me? I got my ass whooped. So, you know, you can't reason with some of these chicks. That's why I don't like Elena. I don't like her, man. Get her out of there, and let's keep Caroline in here. You know, Caroline can carry this show. So, you know, Elena's always talking trash, and I won't do my impression again, but if you didn't hear my impression, go back and check my first part. Anyway, so now Caroline's up here, and she's like, oh, I can't go home because Catherine's going to be there, and I have to confess that I've been ratting you out to Catherine. And Elena's like, yeah, I knew that. So, yeah, so what about that? You just stay here. And we find out that Catherine has threatened Matt, who we haven't even seen in 2 or 3 episodes. I can't remember last time I saw him. But he's in danger if Caroline does not do exactly what Catherine wants. So, I mean, I guess at this point he might as well die. I don't know. But like I said, between Matt and Jenna, and somewhat Tyler, there's no one else who, you know, who is out of the loop. Somebody has to not know. So I don't know how long it's going to be before Matt is drawn into all this. But I don't know. Anyway, enough of them. Let's move on here. Oh, so this dark shape here is Mason. And he's like, hey, Sheriff, where you at? I haven't seen you. Hit me up on Facebook or Twitter or something. I haven't heard from you. And, you know, he's not going to, obviously, but he knows some shit went wrong. So, just on a side note, I try to find the shots that don't have these CW promos in it, like this Nikita one. I ain't watching that shit. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I ain't watching that. Give me a break, y'all. Get that shit off the screen. Anyway, it's still there. Damn. Anyway, so Tyler's like, hey, man, let's talk. I need to tell you something. Dude, I seriously have this moon rock, so my bad. I don't want anything to do with this. Take this shit out of here and go on about your business. And dude is like, man, thanks, dog. You hooked me up. But we still don't know what the damn rock does. Come on, man. Someone get with the program here. Anyway, so Damon here is telling Elena, like, hey, Stefan needs to really drink that blood. He didn't drink it, but he needs to drink it. So you need to get with the program here. You need to help him out and you know, tell him it's okay to do this. Now here's what's crazy. This is crazy. The chick goes back down there and she takes up a damn letter opener and she cuts herself and is like, here, drink this blood. And this is like these shows, these vampire shows like True Blood and like, you know, like this one and you know, he's all sucking the blood. And it's pretty gross. And it's like, oh, God, this is disgusting. I was disgusted. And then they start kissing. What the? He just drank your blood, chick. You know, tell him to brush his teeth or something or gargle with some mouthwash. It's disgusting. I was sickened. And so, you know, they try to make this biting and cutting like sensual somehow. You know, I'm sorry. I'm not feeling it. And if I was going out with a vampire, you know, I don't care how hot she was. And she's like, I need some blood. And I'm like, yeah, you're going to have to go on out and find some blood from somebody, I guess. I'll see you when you get back. And she'd be like, what about you? Oh, hell no. You ain't getting a drop of this shit. Getting a damn bit of my blood. Get your ass out of here and come on back after you killed somebody and then brush your teeth. And then we can hook something up after that. But aside from that, you know, I'm not going for this crap. You know, it's not sexy to me and it's not sensual. I don't want to be bitten on. Chick. Anyway, let's move on from my rant. But yeah, so then we get to this car in the woods. And why the hell is this car in the damn woods? It's like, hey, meet me in the woods. Where? I don't know. By the tree. By the tree. That's where my car is going to be at. It's by that one tree, you know. Oh, okay. Sure. You know, I don't know, no problem. So it's Uncle Mason, and he gets in the car, and there's Catherine. So he's hooked up with Catherine. Kind of a surprise, but it really clears up a lot of things. Like, how does he know so much? And why did he turn so malevolent suddenly? That is why, because he's hooked up with Catherine. And, you know, he's part of the plan. He's part of the plan. But we do find out that he wasn't exactly supposed to do that to the Salvatores. She didn't want him to do that. But he took it upon himself to try to take them out, and she did not direct that. So she still has some use for the Salvatores, you can tell. But we do flash back here to that beginning part where he killed that dude. And Catherine is here with him as his girlfriend, like, oh, geez, I can't believe that happened. Oh, shucks. And you can see the look on her face, the Catherine look, like, man, I did this shit. I did all this. Ha, ha, ha. You fool. I'm responsible for this. And she obviously compelled the guy. So she triggered the curse for him. And he must obviously know this or something. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm sure we'll find out more. But she's like, hey, man, I don't need you messing around with the Salvatores. I need to find the damn moon rock. So she wants the rock. She wants the moon rock. She's like, man, find me that damn rock. He's like, chick, I found it already. And then she's like, oh, okay, well, in that case, we can get busy. We can do something then. But she had him cut off. He tried to kiss her. She's like, no. Where's my rock? You know, she ain't talking about no diamond either. She, where's my ugly ass moon rock? And when he came up with the ugly ass moon rock, that's when she was like, all right. You can have all this now. Let's do this. Let's do this out here in the woods where we're at for some reason. But anyway, so you know that was the tale of this episode, and so again, a really good episode. A lot of things happened. There was a lot of fun in this episode and a lot of action. That's the kind of thing that I like. I like to see a lot of action. So and they really have you wanting more with this series. They haven't had a bad episode yet, man. So I always look forward to it. I can't wait until the next episode. And let me know what you guys think, what you thought about this episode. Anyway, until next time, thanks for watching.